Russ, disappointing but a familiar feeling last week, I guess. A week's worth of training and then nothing at the end of it, a blank Saturday.
Yeah, like I said, it was a negative that we didn't play, but you turn it into a positive where we can bring a few more bodies back. Got some real good training to the lads this week, and we are a full clean bill of health going into Southport away.
We've been checking in on Dec week after week when we have sort of our interviews and things. How is he shaping up? If it maybe does play some part?
Who knows, because he's only trained 5 days, he's been out for 11 weeks, so I think we've got to be realistic with him. A good Dec Weeks, he's in and around it, so we want that. But the lads have done really well the last 4 or 5 weeks, so everyone's got to be on their toes now.
Is he frustrated as well, in the sense that when the injury first happened way back before Christmas, we remember speaking to him and we were talking hopefully it will be 10 days as it was before our next game back then, and it's ended up being a few months. Is he sort of character-wise, is he doing all right?
You like to think so. That's what the department of the physio and the S&C, they kind of manage that area. Listen, I've been on the end of 3-month layouts, and it is frustrating. You just want to play, but you've got to be mentally strong in this game, because if you're not, you can soon get et up and you start going down the wrong route. But I think Dec's a level-headed lad, and he's been professional, and he's come back and he's ready to go.
And in respect of the lads training this week, you said you've got some good sessions into them and that kind of thing. Although it was a short unbeaten run, you'd sort of gone into training sessions the last few weeks without having that feeling of a defeat on a Saturday. It was, again, just disappointing not to be able to follow that up with a game last week.
No, of course, and also we took a lot of positives out of the York game. I know we lost the game to top of the league, but it was a very even game, and I thought we looked really solid, and bar a mistake, the result would have been completely different. So you've got to pick a lot of positives out of that game, and that game on what we've already built in the past 5 weeks. So we go full of confidence to Southport, and like I said, two away games now. Our away form's really good, and we'll be looking to pick up some points.
I was going to mention Alex Penny, forgetting obviously that the incident against York. You've had a couple of weeks to work with him now and to get up close and personal. What do you make of him in terms of what you're seeing in front of you?
He's got to be a great signing for us, it really is, and we've got him on the long term, which is great, so we can start building the team and building the club to where we want to be, because he's a very, very good player for this level. I know his history, very good. He's probably lost his way a little bit going to and back from clubs, but he can really stabilise his career now and get it going, so it can only be a plus for Kidderminster.
Some might look at the league table and say that with 10 games or whatever left, Kidderminster have got nothing to play for. Knowing you, obviously, nothing could be further from the truth, could it? There's still lots going on.
It's probably the best thing for the club to have me in charge, really, from now to the end of the season, because I've got to prove myself, and so have the players. The board have backed me to run it as if it's my job going forward, so that's what I'll do. I'll make the decision. So at the end of the day, we're not got our flip-flops on, as they say, with the last 10 games. We're looking to win every game that comes our way. And
there's still a realistic chance of a positive finish to the season, in the sense that there's 30 points more to play for. It's a big haul, isn't it?
It is, and I want, as silly as it sounds, I want next season to start now, because it's all about building now. We've kind of restructured the club, and we are moving on, and we're moving in the right direction. So it all starts now, on and off the pitch.
Southport, Saturday, we've been tangling with them forever, I guess, really, as a good historical, massive presence in non-league football. You know what you're going to get, don't you?
Tough game. I know how Liam Watson's team play, and you're always up for the battle. They've got some good footballers in there, good National North footballers. So we've got to be on our mettle, and I'm sure we will be. And
the makings of a good game, isn't it? You mentioned there's that sort of old school style in some respects, but certainly them on their own pitch will want a result.
Yeah, I think Kidderminster Southport, especially away, have always turned out to be good games, always good entertainment value for the fans. There's always been goals. So I remember playing there back in the day. Tough place to go to. Someone turns the wind machine on at 5-3, and all of a sudden it becomes a fight, and we've got to be prepared for both sides of the game.
Yeah, it's that big expansive pitch and an open area to play in as well.
Correct.
Isn't it?
Big pitch, open area. It's dry, so you've got to be mentally switched on before you get there.